Well, I can see that we're changing the bedding. It's Jobby's bedding change day, and I think there may be a problem, Houston.
There's a four-legged problem.
Yes, I think we've stripped the bed ready to
Somebody won't budge.
nipper.
Somebody's comfy. Don't want to move, do you, kid? Yeah.
Poor little lad.
Come on.
Are you comfy there, love? Come on, lift you up. Oh, hang on. Trouble's here as well. Oh, it just magnifies, doesn't it?
Oh, dear.
Poor Mike.
So we managed to get him off the bed eventually with the promise of a WALK. Didn't we? Yeah. Luckily, it's not so wet today. Come on, Nipster. Hey. So it's Saturday. I'm just having a bit of a tidy up on my workbench. I've just finished doing my mid-month mini mission inspiration for October. As per usual, I've done 2 for October. Usually I do 2 for the main mission inspirations. This month I didn't. I've done 2 for the mid-month mini mission inspirations, which is what I normally do on an art tag in my little art tag journal. So the 2 prompts that I did for October was the non-Halloweeny version was Run Rabbit Run, which is quite a good one because you've got loads of scope for doing stuff with rabbits or bunny related kind of projects. But the other one was Scary Monsters, which was the Halloween version. So me being me, I combined both together. So I've done a zombie rabbit, there you go. Which I've used the alcohol markers, the Pro Marker alcohol markers, which I inherited from my mum. Those are the ones, I don't remember if you remember, that came in the basket and I had to go through. There was 85 in the basket, and when I got them from mum because she was clearing out her craft room, and I had to go through and test all 85 to make sure that they were all still working and all still juicy. Out of the entire 85, I only had to throw 1 away, which, as it happens, was a duplicate anyway. So, haha, happy days. So I've got all those fabulous alcohol markers now. And I believe these have changed hands now. So they used to be Letraset Pro Marker. I think now they're part of Winsor and Newton. I think. I'm sure that's right. But yeah, they're like those. That's what I cut my teeth on colouring using. Bought those before I got any Copic markers. But to be honest, I prefer those over the Copic markers any old day. So yes. So that was my zombie rabbit for the mid-month mini mission inspiration for October. Cute as a button. Ha ha. So it's Sunday, another quiet Sunday. Ian's not here. He's away doing a steampunk show over in Hull. So it's just me and the boys again. It's raining still. So they're all feeling, both of them are feeling all kind of murky and miserable. I've taken them out, but they didn't want to go. Perhaps I got to frog march them down the road. So seeing as it's just me and the dogs are kind of just quiet and sleeping and just keeping themselves to themselves today for a change, I thought I'd come up and do a bit more designing, a bit more work for new products for next year. So I've been looking at stencils. So I've created a few new stencil designs ready for next year, but also what I'm going to try and do next year is also reintroduce the old circle journal. So if you remember the old 8x8 circle journal, so I'll be getting those back in stock, but also, he says, I'm going to be doing a 6-inch version as well. So I shall get those done. These are the prototypes, which are already sorted out. So I'll get those photographed and put on the website today if I get well, I will get a chance today. So they'll be on the website as of Monday. So by the time you see this, they'll be on the website and ready to go. I'm also going to load in a couple of new stencil designs or updated stencil designs. So some of those stencil designs that I've talked about in the past that were used to be 6x6, I'm going to change and update and make them into the 5.5 by 8 inch size. And also there's a couple of other little bits and pieces I'm going to add onto the website as well. So some scroll designs in MDF for mixed media journals and canvases, that kind of stuff. But like I said, I'm also going to put in some new stencil designs as well. So if you haven't had a look at what stencils are available at the moment, because there might be one or two in there that I've snuck in that you've not seen, but also like updated versions of the 6-inch ones. So if there was a 6-inch stencil that was out of stock and you were waiting for it to come back in, it might be back in, but as a larger size. So have a look and see see if there's anything there that takes your fancy. So there's still a few that are sold out because I haven't decided whether I'm going to retire those ones or not yet. Who knows? But I'm also just slowly and surely updating and adding more into the laser cut section, the MDF laser cut section. I've added in some of the journal sets. So the 6x6 journal sets are back in. The 4.5 inch by 4.5 inch mini ones are in. Also things like the shrine kit are still, or they're back in. The Santos doll, that's back in stock. And a few others. I've still got to just update the 2 5.5 by 7.5 inch Traveller's journal set and also the ordinary journal set. I've got to just make a few tweaks to the design of that, and then they'll be going back in stock in the next week or so. But also the art tags ready for next year are also in stock. So if you're wanting to get your hands on one ready for next year's Mission Inspiration, then they're in. We're doing Mission Inspiration weekly next year, so not monthly. So there won't be a mid-month mini. There'll just be 4 minis a month, or 4 or 5 minis a month. Throughout the year there'll be 52 which are already done, they're already planned. I know what I'm doing, I just don't know when I'm going to be doing each one, because they're going to be random throughout the year. So it'll just be one pulled out at random each week. But like I said, they're already done and ready to go. So yeah, I think in January I'll be able to hit the ground running. We'll be ready to get started with a lot more journaling and a lot more mixed media stuff. Yeah, it's going to be a fun year, I think. So good morning. It's Monday, the 23rd of October, and as you can see, it's another dank, wet, foggy Monday morning. So the weekend was quiet. Ian was away at one of his steampunk shows actually in the city of my birth. He was in Hull doing a steampunk kind of Halloweeny festival called Halloween. He didn't do too badly, but he was just there Saturday, Sunday, so I had the whole weekend to myself. Wasn't really intending to do any work or anything this weekend. I wanted to just chillax, just spend some time with the boys. But Sunday, I ended up doing a bit of work, processing some website orders that came in over the weekend. So that's where I've been this morning. I've been to the post office this morning, dropped off website orders and done a little bit of financial stuff in the post office as well. I had to have words with a lady who was stood behind me far too close for comfort while the postmistress was counting out money. So I just asked her to stand back a little bit while I conducted my personal business. She didn't like it, but I don't care. One of my bugbears, people who stand far too close to you when you're trying to do financial things. Normally there's a sign up in the post office that says, you know, please give people privacy while they're conducting the business. But for some reason the sign's disappeared out that post office. Anyway, Pam said she was going to find one and put it back up again. Pam's the postmistress. I said to Pam, the postmistress, I said, I'm sorry if that, you know. So she says, no, you're within your rights. So anyway, so done that, been to the post office like I said. So I'm just on my way now to Mum and Dad's. I spoke to Mum this morning. I've got a little bit of a shopping list for her, but also I've got to sort out her prescription because she's still on weeklies. But hopefully won't be too much longer now because her appointment is on Wednesday. This Wednesday coming. So once she's had that appointment, then they can put her medication back up to monthly again. So that's a good one. So first things first, off to the supermarket to do some bits and bobs. So it's a certain person's, not to mention any names, 60th birthday coming up very shortly in the next couple of weeks. So I've been trying to order stuff, birthday presents, and trying to organise it so that they get delivered on days when he's not here. I mean, normally he's not here on a Tuesday or a Thursday. But this week, annoyingly enough, they've switched his days, so he's going to be working Thursday, Friday this week. So I'm having to keep an eye out for deliveries and trying to get to the door before he gets there. But luckily today, even though he's supposed to be working today, he's not, but he's gone out. So he's doing kind of jobs and errands and that kind of stuff that he wouldn't normally be able to do on a Tuesday. He's doing them all today. So he's left me in peace for a bit, and I've got 2 Amazon orders coming today, and I've just looked to see what time they're going to be delivered, and they're going to be delivered starting from like the next 10 minutes or so. So I'm hoping that they're going to get here before he gets back, so that I can surreptitiously hide them and put them away so that he doesn't see them. He's already found one of his Christmas presents. Don't ask. He spotted it, and therefore now he's eating it already. So I've got to replace that one as well now. Yeah, so I've been, like I said before, I think I mentioned the C word a couple of weeks ago. I have started my Christmas shopping already, and I've started ferreting and squirreling away bits and pieces. So yeah, I've got to look for some new bedding now as well, because Mr. Bentley has managed to put a hole or scratch a hole into one of my prized duvet covers, one of my William Morris duvet covers, which cost me about 150 quid. Yeah, he scratched an 8-inch hole in the front trying to get in. So that's ruined. So I've got that to replace now. The joys of having dogs, eh? So while I was out with Mum today, we nipped into one of the hobby shops because I needed some cellophane bags. I've just dragged everything upstairs, put it all away, then realised I've left the bags down here. So I've just come all the way back downstairs again. Oh, what are you doing?
Well, you know, you went out this morning. Obviously, you know you went out because you went out. I've just been sorting out my new laser cut acrylics for my website.
And that's what
these are.
That's what these are here.
Yeah, so the way they work, you have cogs in silver, steel and brass, but they're acrylic. But you don't have to paint them because the colour goes all the way through. And all you do is push them out from the sheets.
Oh yeah, so no painting required.
No, but they do take alcohol ink.
Of course.
So,
Yes.
so there's brass and steel cogs.
And you've got three different. Looks like three different.
I've got 3 different sets here. So
Three
they're
different
the
designs.
cogs.
Yeah. Obviously, we're doing this upside down.
Yeah. These are the vents, so you put them on front of scrapbooks, etc.
Grill plates.
Grill plates, yeah.
Vents, grill plates.
Again, they've got little screw heads in there as well.
I like the little screw heads.
Yeah, they're cool, aren't they?
They're very cool.
And just pop them out from the sheet. They've got little catch points in them, so you can see what you've got. So you don't. If you've got them in the bag, you can't see what you've got left.
No.
And you've got to root through them and not using them because it's a bind. But no, you don't have to wear those.
So pop out.
Yeah. So there's those 2, and then there's the tiny little.
Oh, the gaskets.
Little gaskets. But what's special about the gaskets is, apart from being lovely and great for putting on books, covers, etc., or mixed media, is that the holes are the same size as 15mm reducers that all my lights go in. So when you buy the lights from me, they have
So
little copper.
15mm. What would that be in metric?
I think it's
Not metric, in imperial.
imperial.
For our American cousins.
In imperial, it's just under ½ inch.
Right. Okay.
So as well, so you just pop those out, but you can build them. So if you have a brass base,
Yeah.
you can put a steel ring on top. So you've got.
Oh, right. Yes.
You can layer them, but they're great for putting. You can put cabochons inside them if you want. But I've said that these fit all my light fittings on my website. So if you're going to build a machine or anything, or
So if you wanted to light up with LEDs, it'd all fit within the pipework.
yeah, so these are the part of the new thing with having the cutter. So yeah, they're on the website now.
Fantastic stuff. Right, well, I shall leave you with those and I'll go and get my bags, which is what I came down for.
Well, yeah. I shouted you, but you didn't hear me. I didn't shout very loudly.
Obviously not.
No. The boy's upstairs, I think.
Yeah, it's probably on the bed now.
Yeah.
So while I was in the supermarket today, it was one of those frozen food shops. That's also got the same name as a country.
Finland. Sweden.
Anyway, I noticed in the frozen food section where all the ready meals are, while Mum was fertling around for some chicken jalfrezi, there was like an Italian section, and there was this frozen pepperoni pasta bake. And I took the carton off just to have a look to see what it was like inside, because you know what it's usually like. You get pasta all run down to one side and all the meat and all the sauces all congealed at one other side. It didn't look very appetising at all. I thought, I like the idea of a pepperoni pasta bake, but I just don't like the look of that. So I thought, why don't I make my own? So that's what I've done. So when I went into the supermarket, I bought some mozzarella cheese, I bought some pepperoni, I already had the pasta and all the rest of it, so that's what I've done. And this is what it looks like. See, Ian's praying in front of the oven.
Well, right, it's ready. Let me just take
The bread isn't homemade.
Shut up, of course it is, it went in the oven. They're tiger rolls, but they're lovely. Look at that. That looks almost edible.
It does, doesn't it?
Uncanny, isn't it? Let me just let it cool for a second.
Then we'll be back when we start dishing up. With the knife.
Not that it cuts with a knife.
Look at that mozzarella.
Wish we had smelly vision.
Oh, does it smell good?
Say vile. No, it smells beautiful. I think serving's going to be a bit of a
Yes.
yeah,
Because the mozzarella's just going to go everywhere, isn't it?
Yeah. So Let's give it a go. What's the liquid?
What liquid?
There's like liquid in it.
Well, it's the sauce.
Oh,
the
it's
tomato
sauce.
sauce.
Oh, of course it's tomato sauce. Stupid me.
And yet another beautiful October day. The boys have got the coats on, going for our morning walk. Let's just hope it doesn't start raining too heavily today. We've got a little bit of drizzle, but it's not too heavy. We can cope with that, can't we, boys? I'd like to say a huge thank you to all of my angels, because without you, these videos would not be possible. And don't forget, you can access your exclusive angel-only content over on my website. There's a link in the description area below. Thank you.